Situationships are killing my people. If it wasn't obvious from the title, the thumbnail, and the teary, emotional, Emmy-winning intro, me and my uneven pigtails are here today to complain about the rise of situationships and the larger issue that that rise represents. But before we begin, I have 3 disclaimers. Number 1 is that if you see my eyes darting like this, or maybe my head turning, or maybe me going or pausing, that's because this video is scripted, and I am in fact reading from a script, which is on this side of the screen. I'm not a good script reader. I only did 1 Shakespeare play. The second is that this is not an original video, and no thought that comes out of my mouth during the time of this video will be original. The only thing that's unique and original about it is the fact that it's coming from my vocal cords, and no one outside of my close friend story has heard this. The third is that I have absolutely zero answer to this epidemic. None. I do not endeavor to make myself useful in this topic, and if you need the answers, I'm sure there are several Shiro 7 clips circulating TikTok. Go and take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have the answers. I'm only here to complain. And now that we've addressed these disclaimers, let's address the pressing question that's on nobody's mind. What is a situationship? Well, taking the definition from my own dictionary, a situationship is basically a relationship but with like way more liberties and a ton more uncertainty. In other words, a situationship happens when one or both parties in a... Okay, see, now my script says question marks. I'm just gonna say dating situation. Don't want to be tied down by the responsibilities that the word relationship carries. So instead they enter a situationship. But why do that? I can hear absolutely nobody asking, why switch out a relationship for a situationship? I personally can't understand it, but I know that the reasons range from general attention seeking to just fear of responsibility and being tied down and intimacy and commitment and all other things and all these. Unfortunately, I will not be talking about the personal reasons people enter situationships. That's between them and a licensed therapist. No, instead, I'm going to talk about what situationships represent, which is not caring. Or rather, the trend of not caring. Sorry, my mouse just appeared on the screen. Ignore it. Ignore it. Don't care about it. Don't care. And you know what? In the spirit of not caring, this entire part from here on out is unscripted. Because I really do care about this pandemic of not caring, ironically. And I don't think it should be scripted. That, and also, you have literally witnessed in real time how painful it is when I'm scripted. Like, I really am a bird that can't be caged. I don't know where my home is. Okay, but like, why? Why do I think that the rise of situationships somehow represents not caring? If I'm being honest, I don't even think I need to explain myself. I feel like if you get it, you'll be able to see the snaps I'm making. Like, you'll be able to see, like, my synapses are firing. But I think it represents not caring simply because it's like, in order for a situationship to happen, one person has to fundamentally care less about what's going on here to not put a label on it. Because think about it. If both of you really cared about the relationship that you were in, you'd make it quick to call it that. You'd tell the world, hey, that's my boyfriend, that's my girlfriend, that's my partner. You want to yell it from the rooftops. You would. You'd love to tell people about that. In fact, you wouldn't shut up. You'd be like a dog owner who's just recently got a puppy and gone, guys, look at my puppy. You'd be that. That'd be you. And you know what? Before I was gonna say, oh, but disclaimer to my people who are actually just afraid of commitment, this doesn't count for you. But if I'm being honest, try. If you really cared about that person, you'd actually take a serious leap of faith and go, you know what, I'm scared of commitment. But I'm gonna try for you. I'm really gonna try because I really care about you. But you don't care that much. Some of y'all just like not being alone romantically. And so situationships are like literally God's hand for y'all. Like, too many people, okay, fine, yeah, caring, but also fear. Too many people are afraid. Why don't you want to put the label on it? It's not gonna change much. Hell, you're already buying promise rings for your situationship. You're already doing all these things for a situationship. I saw somebody fly from Tennessee to Ireland for their situationship. That's not a situationship anymore. That's literally your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend. Please. Like, this, along with the rise of nonchalance, is a lethal combo for people like me. Lethal. I'm sorry. Why is it taking you 3 months to become a girlfriend? 3 months. We used to be a society. We used to have talking stages that lasted for 3 months. Yes, that was still crazy. But we used to at least call them talking stages. We used to not add the end ship at the end of it. No! You're just in a really, really, really long limbo stage because either you or the guy or the girl or the person is afraid to commit. They're afraid. And that's either because they're afraid or they're just not committing because they don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about this. This is just kind of like a hobby for them. It's like, oh yeah, I knit. And also I'm just taking this person out on dates, but I'm calling it a situationship. That's what you are. You're their knitting. You're their wool. You're their needle. And they're going to throw you away by December. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean to yell. But guys, this is crazy, is it not? Like, I'm sorry, like, it's so crazy that I even have to move my table so that my screen starts shaking. It's insane. People, let's bring back relationships. And some of you are afraid to enter relationships so that you don't look like a hoe. I know, because you don't want to make it seem like, oh, but I broke up with my boyfriend, like, after 3 months or 3 weeks or something. But guys, that's fine. Like, that's fine. Like, in that aspect, I support not caring. That's fine. That's fine. You have to shop around until you find the right one that you're gonna marry. And please, people, let's start marrying. That's not me, like, pushing my own moral stance on you. Like, legally, I do law as a degree. Legally, you're gonna want to put something on that finger. Like, Beyonce was kind of right. But what's even my point? Like, what is my point? At the end of the day, if I'm being honest, I haven't said much. I haven't said anything new. I haven't said anything original. And if we're being real, low-key, that's kind of the point of this YouTube. I'm not coming here to give anything of substance, but if I had to make a point, it would be that I am actually afraid that the rise of situationships is giving rise to nonchalance. In fact, I'm not afraid of that. We've seen that happen, but I'm afraid that nonchalance is going to just kill us. Like, you can't ask, oh, why is no one getting married? Because it's taking them like 6 months to get to the girlfriend stage. Putting a ring on it for eternity. In fact, not even eternity. Divorce papers are real. Putting a ring on it for any amount of years is a terrifying thing to people when it takes you a year to become a girlfriend. We've literally replaced relationships with situationships, and now the girlfriend status has become wife status, which is why everyone takes it so seriously when people break up. Like, guys, he's just your boyfriend. You don't need to cry. I mean, yeah, I know it was deep, but like, you will love again. He didn't marry you. But I very heavily digress. Like, I heavily digress. Because not caring will ruin our society. Hell, it's ruining the way we talk. It's ruining the way we gossip. Guys, people are pretending like they're too good for gossip. People are like, oh, I don't care. I don't care. Why do I care? That's between them and them. Why should I care? Don't tell me about that. What? What? The very fabric of our society, the very fabric of our conversations are deteriorating because of the lack of care. Goodness sake, you're not too big to hear gossip. You are not too big to date this person, even if it is literally just for 2 weeks. I don't care if you're in a relationship with somebody for 2 weeks. That is okay. That's fine. Please, let's just open our hearts again and be an actual society full of actual living people and not just people that are like, I don't care as long as my fit pic's cool. No! Man cannot survive off of fit pic and steez alone. We actually have to talk and care. And start giving an F. See, I'm child friendly. I didn't even swear. Come on. Anyway, I feel like now is a really good time to end it. Because if I talk anymore, I'm just going to end up talking myself in a circle. And then I'll go crazy. And then I'll have to start talking to a therapist. So, yeah. I feel like I should say toodles for like a quirky vibe, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not a toodles girl. So instead, I'm just going to wave.